saw hands.
She's shorter than me right now. Students aren't on there?
I don't think so.
Because I've scanned before and
Let's
sent
find
it to
it.
their account
Let's
for.
try. Let's see.
Yeah, give me I don't think so. I don't think they are, to be honest.
Okay.
No, that's your first person to ask me that. Give me a student's name.
Hubbard.
Wait, let me see this address. No.
Last name
Last
Hubbard.
name?
Hubbard.
No, students' emails are not in here. So again, what I would recommend doing then, to yourself, then to the student.
Can you set up some, priority people so we're not searching every time?
Nope,
or-
that's the IT. You have to talk to IT about that. Sorry, that's it with IT. They're the ones who created all these protocols. We just told them how it worked, and they said this is how we want it to work, and we said okay. So, and that's how I train it.
So you have to search for someone every time?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. You have to search for it.
You
Now,
can't create a group and just email it to that group every single time.
you would have to talk to your IT group. about it.
Probably
Yes,
better
you
to
can
send,
do that.
sending
Yes,
it to
you can do
yourself.
it. What I'm saying is yes, you can, but that's not something I'm allowed to do. So.
Okay.
And that's the guy monitoring to make sure that you don't give us any.
No, he's the sales I'm the specialized trainer. He's the specialized sales guy. So. Any other? So under scanning, under quick setup, this is where any changes to the document that you might need to do happen now. Okay. First thing I'm going to show you guys is that even though this is a black and white only machine, it will only copy and print in black and white. It will scan documents in full color. Okay.
So quick setup is.
Quick setup is the couple of functions that you might need to do to the
And
machine.
you get to
Now,
that because it's a tab on the bottom. What
Correct.
is it? How do you get to there from the home screen?
It's under
All
the
this
send.
is under send.
All under send. This is all scanning we're talking
So
about.
scan is send.
Scan is
Here.
send, correct.
Yes.
Okay.
The reason for that is because send can also include faxes if you have a fax on here, but you do not, so you cannot fax this. So that's why they call it sending, not scanning.
So the quick setup adjusts, you can adjust the
Yep,
document.
quick setup allows you to adjust some settings. So you have, the machine will scan in full color, okay? If you need to change the resolution, the default's 300 by 300. If you need a nicer document, you can make it 600 by 600. If you need a smaller size, file size, knock it down to 200 by 200. Density is your lightening and darkening. Can lighten or darken the document.
Density?
Density is your lightening and darkening of a document.
How dense the ink is. Think about it that way.
Two-sided book original, this will allow you to scan two-sided original images. Okay, so if you have a document that you want to scan that's two-sided, you can come into here, select two-sided, and it will scan both sides for you.
So you feed it in like.
No, face up.
Are
Document
you
face
leaving
up.
us a manual?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Corrections
We've
video
got it on
I'm
YouTube.
videotaping.
What's that?
She's videotaping this whole thing.
Oh, good, good, good.
Continuous scan. Continuous scan allows you to take like a workbook and copy multiple pages. So if I want to do page 3, 7, 10, 11, you can keep doing that. What continuous scan will do is allow you to put the document on the glass, scan it once, it will pause. Let you change pages, change pages, till you're done. Then you hit finish, and then it will, in this case, scan the document as a 4-page file.
The old one did that too.
Defaults to a
So there's
PDF.
no manual for
Default
this.
is PDF.
Can you go to the website and pull up,
You can go to Kyocera and you can find the manual online. I can tell you the manual is very many pages long and very awful to read.
specifically hit
PDF.
an
Has to
area?
be.
No.
Scan.
And
You
it's
can
in
try.
another language.
It's translated very poorly. It's just that there's a reason why we do this training for you guys. So yeah, the manual is not the best. Yes, the default file format is PDF. You can come into here and switch it to TIFF or JPEG.
Still images though.
If I start pushing buttons and I don't know what I've done and I want to get back to defaults, reset is your friend. It takes you back to defaults every time. Okay?
Reset, reset.
Anybody have any other questions about scanning? No? All right. Copy. So you can get to copy two ways. You can come here, or you can select the hard button copy. Again, your front screen is going to be probably what you normally would need day in and day out most of the time. The first one here is paper selection. This allows you to pick which paper drawer you want to pull from. So if you put some yellow paper in drawer 2 and you want to make copies on it, you can select drawer 2. Okay. The bypass tray is used for things like cardstock, envelopes, labels, things of that nature. Since the last group brought it up, I will mention it to you guys. No, the machine is not supposed to run construction paper through it.
What about overhead copies?
Yes, that is transparencies, and I will show you how to set up transparencies. Construction paper is really the only no-no, simply because it flakes off in the machine and begins to collect it. Construction paper.
Oh,
I always
yeah.
recommend
Fibrous.
using colored cardstock instead of construction paper. Okay? So paper selection. I will show you how to set up the MP tray at the end. Zooming. This is your shrinking and enlarging. This has some standard defaults like letter to ledger, statement to letter, things of that nature. If I go to more, it takes up the whole screen, has all of my presets here, and also allows me to go to keys and type in 117%. I want to make it a little bit bigger. That's something you can play with to blow up the document.
How did you get to the zooming 117%?
You go into Zoom and you go to
Okay.
the more screen.
Zoom and then more
Yeah.
to be able to zoom it bigger. Got
Well-
it. Without the preset.
Without the presets,
Got it.
correct. Yep, and then you select keys, and then you can type in the number. Or I had somebody who, for some reason, wanted to do that. You're more than welcome to. Density, again, is your lightening and darkening of a document.
That's weird.
Duplexing, that is your two-sided capability, okay? Right here, it has your input arrow out to your output, okay? So our default is single-sided to a single-sided, okay? We can also have two single-sided sheets to give us a double-sided copy. I can take a double-sided original and give me a single-sided copies. Or I can take a double-sided original and have double-sided copies. If I go into more, this is where I can then come in, see it on a little bit of a bigger screen, and also change things like the binding edge. If I want it to be on the short edge instead of the long edge. You understand that? Perfect. Any questions about duplexing?
Can you do 2-in-1, so you have two copies, regular 8 by whatever size, and then do two pages on one side? Two pages on one side, it'll
Yes.
shrink?
That's actually the next function called combine.
Okay.
Okay? Combine will take 8.5 by 11 originals and put them onto an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So you can either do 2-in-1 or 4-in-1. So 2-in-1 will take 2 originals, 1, 2, and 4-in-1 will take 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the default here, 2-in-1 and 4-in-1. You can come into here, and go to more, and you can choose the order. I don't know why you wouldn't just put them in the order that you want.
Right.
I don't get it, but it's there, the function ability is there. Again, this is my explanation of when you push buttons, don't be afraid. You're not gonna hurt the machine. And then just take a look at what's on the screen. And these colored touch screens are big and do a very good job of explaining what your options available to you are.
These are also choices you can make from the print dialog box and our print.
Not the combine function, but everything else, yes.
Will it
Okay.
default to, if you put 2 in and you want 2-in-1, will it default to the correct horizontal or vertical for you?
No, it just does. If you do, you got to pick. You got to pick which way you want it.
Okay.
Do we have a code so we're on a limited number of copies per month or something?
I don't. They gave you guys codes. That's all I know.
Okay.
So did you say that it scans in color?
Yes.
And
Yay.
Just
Scans
out
in full
on page
color.
deck.
Yes. No, all I know is that you guys have codes assigned to every.
They want
Everybody
to
has a unique
differentiate,
color.
they wouldn't do that.
The last function here on the home screen is stapling. Okay. This will allow you to put staples on your documents. You have two options on your shortcut screen. One in the upper corner, the other one 2 along the edge. If I go to more, I can pick every single location, including like top right instead of top left, whatever you guys may want. Any questions about the front screen?
Well,
Yes.
I know this is weird. Someone used to do, will do hole punches. Is this one?
This machine is
for you?
not a hole punch. There's no hole punch on this machine.
Alright,
Probably-
let's go. You can't, that's what I came here for.
Sorry. No hole punch.
Yeah.
No hole punch. One thing I want to show you guys is collate offset.
Yeah, shoot for the moon, I thought, why not try it?
The machine is defaulted to collate. What that means is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can turn that off and turn on grouping, which is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. You can also turn on offset. The machine does not offset by nature. The reason for that, it takes an 80 page per minute machine, slows it down to about a 65 page per minute. Okay. But if you need to offset means it takes your sets and does set 1, set 2.
Ours has been
I
offset.
like that.
So
One,
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 two,
two,
three,
three,
it'll
three,
offset
that makes
at 1,
sense.
2, 3, so you can grab a set, and
Yes.
your kid grab a set.
Okay, yeah. Now, the machine is not default to do that because like I said, it slows it down a lot. Okay?
Is it more, does it have a greater tendency to break? Is that something that, okay,
No, it just slows it down. Because
Okay.
what it has to do is it has to collect each set and then slide it.
right,
And then slide it.
okay.
And then slide it.
But
You know,
that's-
it has little triggers that does it, but it slows the machine down a lot.
Okay.
So in your environment, that's not the best use of the machine.